Vladimir. It seems like it's going to be in the marksman mode. No, they changed their mind. Now, this could also be a Lucian mid lane. That was a pick into Galio once upon a time.
Vision, as you saw. The pings are going to come in, and Bono once again finds another target. Yondu is turning around for it, as now the fight might be on. Stun lands onto Ignar as Yondu, the only one down here with a flash, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't even, oh no, he does use it, but he's still going to go down nonetheless. Now Bono is going to get punished. Pilot looks for the last auto, but they give it to ADD. That was definitely on purpose. It's now Ian looking for more. A little bit of a scuffle going on as the culling does come down. Ultimate is going to be invested, gets the smoke. Oh, Ignar with the engage. It's beautiful. Yondu's going to die, and Ian puts himself in the way of everyone. We'll have to flash to get out.
The will be here to try to stop the turret going down, which relieves pressure from the Nocturne, who's still here.
Yeah, Hepapov does come in as Ghost looking for more. Doesn't have the Hemoplaguers. There's Paranoia. Lamb's Respite is going to keep them alive as Max doesn't get in there. But the Thunderdome looks like it's being created by MVP, and they grab 2 quick kills.
Ian was there at the right time, able to control a lot of space. Hero's Entrance in a great spot. He's going to get the turret as well. So first good piece of momentum to the side of MVP. BBQ not able to actually find anything despite MVP. MVP, another standing turret here. Tem starts it.
Ignar, great positioning once again.
And his engage timings are something that are right up there with the best support players.
Yeah, and also, he's an incredible this time have those buttons available yet again. And Yondu wants to get that Paranoia in. Okay, there it is. Looking for Bono to start this one up. Hero's Entrance comes down, and that was after the teleport from Ian to get himself in there. Big 2-man taunt, but Ghost is able to move himself out of the way, and they haven't taken significant damage yet. Max moves his way forward. ADD creates some chaos. As, oh my god, the 1-2 punch from the flash taunt. Culling gonna fly in there as Max stand behind me. Doesn't give him a lot of room to move. Thankfully, the volley is important, but Ignar, he's booking it. Max is going to get caught out first. The Hemoplate goes down. Ian wants to find more, but he's now trapped himself inside the Lamb's Respite. Yondu gets in there as well. Good God. The Gragas is doing work. Pilot able to snipe off a couple, and there are no more tanky members left. Ignar has to run for the hills, and Tempter's getting out of there.
Vladimir players for BBQ been very hesitant, as this is not going to be about hesitancy.
No, it's not. It's going to be about a dead Kindred. Lamb's Respite does come in, but the arrow's going to come down and hit crazy, and that is not where they want to be. Yondu used everything that he had in Pilot. Remember, he's got no flash. The culling destroys him. And MVP, I'm not sure what they were trying to do. I would have thought that, you know, throwing a cask in there, doing something would have been better than just letting this go. However, that is exactly what they're going to do, and Ignar not even going to let them take down this. Ignar, very threatening. Bono does have the damage availability. Okay, Cask comes down. ADD was upset with what Ignar's been doing, I guess.
Well, when you posture when you're behind, you just kind of look silly.
Yeah, you do. But they do understand the threat now, as he's on vision, but who really cares? He has moved himself over, though. Hero's Entrance comes down and finally will go in. There's the Lamb's Respite. Now the fight is going to break out. Can MVP actually find it this time? Hemoplague! The explosion is enough to get a GA, but not too much more as Pilot. Decent position now on the back line. Remember, does have
after a Hemoplague, as we're seeing.
Teleport flank from Ignar. Yeah, Ghost is going to get in there, but immediately has to cleanse out of the way of the Ash Arrow. In goes Ignar, but Hero's Entrance comes down as well. It's a big knock-up in the Lamb's Respite, and Ian does find a pretty decent taunt, but it's all about Ghost in the backline. Bono is going to die. Pilot, thankfully, is still alive for MVP, but Ian is taken down. Now Tempt going to move forward. Ghost still alive with a lot of damage. Expect that power play to equal more than just over 2K. BBQ might be able to find their first victory here today, setting themselves up.
Lane can't do any more. It's 59-67 damage. It's a lot of numbers for the Ash, but unfortunately with Infinity Edge and his flashback up in an even 50-50, who knows? This mid lane, they're trying it all in.
Yep. They're going for it, as Hero's Entrance is just going to mean that Ignar is on his own. Big knock-up comes down as well as ADD can go for the disengage. The door blocks. 1 billion damage from the culling is now crazy.
Finally done it. MVP is saying in their heads, where is the Vladimir?
Well, they're going to find him. He's going to get taunted as well. Ghost actually taking a lot of damage. Sanguine Pool is down as in goes Yondu. The damage is going to be done. Does at least have a stopwatch to buy some time and flashes to get his way out. But that's a whole lot of buttons that are now on cooldown. The ultimate flies forward. The Ash Arrow is going to land. Special delivery Lucian is going to be picked up by MVP. And now the taunt's going to fly forward. Crazy, the next target. Pilot with the autos will be able to take down the Mondo. Gets stunned up there as well as the Vladimir. Completely out of position as AD.
BBQ did not have anyone moving up as Ghost was looking for a flank, and that meant that Ghost could be turned on. The flanker was
that long. The true damage burn, the fact that they have an AD carry with a Blade of the Ruin King and a hell of a lot of other items, they are going to be able to take it down. It's the Braum that gets it, and somehow
that Ash did more than the entire team by double.
Yeah, and Crazy the only one doing any damage. Part of the reason why that number is so high is that they had a Mundo to soak about 1 billion of it, as we saw.
Very misleading.
Yeah. Inner turret will go down. Certainly looks impressive though, so we'll give it to them. Have been able to turn this one around. They almost have themselves a gold lead as they're now trying to break open this space. The brute force probably will work out better as Tempt. Yep, that's been nerfed, buddy. That ain't going to get rid of this minion wave. We do have yet another flank, but I think the base is just broken. And it's just too little too late from Ghost. Doesn't make his way in. They'll lose this inhibitor most likely, as MVP are still respecting it because they can't see the Vladimir, and they're wondering why they were just allowed to get away with that.
And now we can separate the two.
Oliver's trying to hold on. Out of turret on the top side. Max still hunting for more, and despite these big buttons being on cooldown, MVP still just have so much control. 6-item 80 carry. It's been buffed, guys. The Infinity Edge might be worse early, but it's real good now.
AD has Flash and the Casca. Just poking for now.
Yep, Crazy going to take a fair bit of damage. They use a lot of their CC on us. There's the party cask in the backline, but it means that the Mondo is just straight up dead. I liked it a lot out of ADDs. Now Ian threatening with the taunt, had the flash, and now can do that once again with the next cooldown. This will be top lane broken. This Baron buff, this is how you use it, BBQ. You take down multiple inhibitors, and look, you can even win the game.
Should be the close here, just waiting for it. Can there be a super play? Ghost, get in there.
What are their options? They don't have the Mundo. They do have a lot of damage with the Hemo Plague, as now Hero's entrance is going to come down. The turrets are being the focus as Pilot. He wants to demonstrate that he can just straight up win the game by himself. Does a whole bunch of damage, but it's the Galio that gets the kill credit, and the Nexus goes down. MVP against all odds. My reckoning.
And I think MVP is smart to go for a very flexible top lane that can lane against anything. Because I actually think this might be a mid lane Cho'Gath from 40-second window. Actually doesn't even have the
In goes the charge. Trick is here. Good positioning as Ian's going to jump off. In goes Max. Lamb's Respite is going to keep the cow alive for quite some time, but he's now taking the turret and he's going to go down. It was the Hexa Flash that he had.
Very fast Blood Racer after First Blood. Blows up the Infernal Dragon.
Yeah, he's going to explode it. And this is not working really well against Crazy, who likes to build a bit of health. Nara into the wall as Yondu's going to turn up as well. Nails the ultimate. See you later, Dinosaur Man. It's a good double rupture, but that was after you were dead, buddy, and that's not what you want to do. Tempt, taking the extended trade is not what you really want to do as the charge. Going to be used negatively. Good flash comes out from Tempt, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The displacement comes in as Ian still has to flash, and will get his way out.
Trader Summoners might be more costly for the Swain than it is for the more mobile Kled, and this is all at the same time as MVP might just solo it down. As here's Ignar.
Yeah, flash comes in from Ignar. Ian, oh, the barrel from downtown. Nothing he could do after he was slowed. First turret does go over to MVP on the top side.
The charge top side could be big as bot side.
Okay, Sanguine Pool's going to come in. Yondu looking for even more. Not going to commit as they've got a minion wave that is coming up. Vision of Empire once again going to come in as Ian's just getting punished for this Kled pit. Jumps off Skull, but this time going to get taken down by Crazy, who just yells.
No turret as a Cho'Gath. Difficult times against the Gnar. They will get that mid lane turret. Make the Kled much more accountable. He's going to TP in. Doesn't have a Gnar bar. This might be too late.
Yep, Yondu still considering trying to find a fight here as the charge is going to come in. Now the rest of MVP all turn up. Big headbutt pole from Max as this Dragon Pit is not where you want to be as a BBQ fan. Everyone going low, but Crazy, can he get the CC at the right time? He damn well can as BBQ just erupt over the fight. Tempt is going to be able to grab one more as Pilot wants to try and clean this one up. We're waiting for the Crimson Rush. We get it! And that's going to be Ghost grabbing the kill on the back end. And look at this, Crazy, he's got his whole health bar. Ignar happy to get in there, and Crazy even gonna flash. I mean, these Dragons, Ignar turns up from the other side of the map, and that's what happens when you've opened the base completely on the bottom side. Third Dragon in a row on the blue side. Okay, well, MVP, they know exactly what is going on. Ghost setting himself up for another flank. It's okay, Hemo Plague on a couple of members. Ian wants to charge his way in, but Pilot might just be dead. He is. And Ghost is going to be able to lock down that kill. Max, he's going to die at the same time. And MVP, they look absent this game. They've dropped the ball. ADD's bottom side. He's given up on his team, and he's definitely given up now on the Baron.
With the teleport with no Mega Gnar, it would have been the same problem that happened before. BBQ don't have 2 smites, but they have the Feast to be able to secure this one. They'll still want to chase away Yondu. Doesn't seem like he needs too much of an introduction to know that it's not time for the Baron for MVP. BBQ gonna take it, but close the game with 2 Barons in game and dive now. So unfortunately, the 1v1 scenario was ended by the Baron buff being picked up.
Tempt is top side. Still only 3 members here in the mid lane, but these are 3 members that are way stronger and way more difficult to kill than the 3 members that MVP have. And the first time of asking this time around, they're able to break open the base and take the inhibitor in the mid lane. BBQ, signs of life, and this is what we wanted to see in game number 1. All right, charge comes down, uninterruptible, so Ignar not going to get any value out of
Good
the
move
cast.
there. That buys them a turret. BBQ going to get another one, but this is the right thing for ADD to do. Cho'Gath going to be recalled. No more free inhibitor turrets for MVP.
Oh, he's going to try. Whether he can get some damage down there, as this is a big minion wave and a big problem for MVP. They may just lose.
BBQ can dive this if they want to.
They don't even need to. There's a turret that's dead. And the inhibitor should follow. ADD gives up on his attempt at the bottom side as they're looking for a flank. Ult flies through from Yondu as they jump on top of the Lamb's Respite. But do we have the Mega Gnar is the question. The flash, the Mega Gnar into the wall. But is ADD getting anything done? I don't think so. Ignar right on the back line, getting the cow out of the fight. Ghost once again going to pop off. It is going to be the full house, and it's Cho'Gath's full of Vladimirs.
And that means BBQ have gone from 2 to 3 game wins. So important for them. We already mentioned a couple of times, if not today, you're running out of time for that series victory. The victor for the majority of game number 1, but no cigar. They do get a cigar in game number 2.
And Ignar once again retains his swagger as well. You saw him having a dance around the Baron pit.
Galio, how about a Talon?
That sounds worse.
We're Roman, boys.
Well, you'd hope to get the hell out of the Galio lane. Throw in a Kindle Gem.
Been enjoying your Garen, huh?
I have.
Well, I'm going to enjoy this turret dive.
Yeah, we got a hero's entrance to come down from Ian as well. Look at the damage. So easily picked up. Yondu certainly is making this Talia look as busted as the bands would represent.
Don't need a Dunk Master Darius to dunk the enemy. Nicely done by MVP. Nothing Ghost could do. I believe just before stopwatches were enabled, as we're now cresting 8 minutes and 15 seconds. No counterplay to that one. Trick and Tempt, they're not even going to be able to keep this turret up.
Yep, and they're wasting time by being hit. The flash comes in from Trick. Shadow Assault comes down, but there's the stopwatch from Max. He's still probably going to die, but no! In any of the others so far today, as there's the engaged bottom side, but it's on to Max. He just wants to be eating damage, and Yondu turns up. He was already here. He wanted the turret. They are just going to get everyone away. BBQ, no follow-up. First turret blood, 3,000 gold. That's crazy. Wow, Yondu, so much improvement. And they are going to bring it out into another fight as well in the mid lane. Shelly joins in, smacks down the turret. The culling used one more time. A flash, a lot of respect because the slow came in from the cleaver. But there's another one. Oh, Tempt gets a lot of value out of the Assassin's Path as he gets into the Bramble Pit. That outer turret in the mid lane, as that of the Lucian. Rest of the team of MVP all really carrying themselves forward. And this wave not even going to be frozen or anything like that by BBQ.
Around the time when MVP wasn't doing a lot of winning. And
speaking of winning, they're looking for Pilot. BBQ. Hero's entrance, though. He was right on the trigger yet again. But at least the Talon's able to get rid of the Talia. Apprehend from ADD. Now it might be his chance to get a fight that they're looking for, but I don't think so. Gets an ult. No, he doesn't. Stopwatch is there from Crazy. And now Max is going to get eaten up. BBQ may have just turned this one around unless Pilot can find some autos, but the stopwatches are coming in, just baiting him left, right, and center. Uses the cleanse, but he's going to die anyway. And BBQ, they get 0-2 now for the Talon. Could be a huge deal. We all know what happens there. We're going to come back to ADD dying on the bottom side of the map. Tempt turns up.
Going to be one they could try to return to shortly. We saw Ian fighting someone before we went to the replay, but I assume it didn't lead.
Yondu's always going to be an option there as well, and you can see he's got a stopwatch building towards his Zhonya's, as that could be a pick for MVP, and it is. Crazy goes down. He comes in very easily, handed on a silver platter.
And honestly, both teams have pretty wantonly been disrespecting Vision. Just like
means that BBQ do need to, MVP do need to respect BBQ, but Max is going in. Shield of Daybreak not going to land. Never Move comes in. Max just protecting himself with his ult as Ignite has to get the hell out, but the support is going to die on MVP's side instead. And BBQ still looking for more. Can they actually find Pilot? Oh, the seismic shove under 3 members, and now Ian massive in the front line. Yondu's going to take down the Swain as Ghost hasn't had a great game, but Pilot is still going to fall. Ian locks down the Talon, however, and Trick is just running away. Weaver's Wall is a bit of a confusing one, but Trick's still trying to get out of there. Seismic shove delivers crazy to Yondu, who flashes out of the way, and man, it was messy, but it's all MVP in the end. Definitely happened. As in goes Max, he's got a full health bar, offers his ultimate to try and do damage to the Baron, I believe. That was odd. Maybe assuming that Ignar was going to try and come over the wall. Remember, there's a smite in this pit, so it is going to be taken by Yondu. Somehow got down to 74 health. It's like some Game of Thrones stuff going on.
Wherever you were watching, something cool was happening. Everyone was looking at the explosions that time. We're all blinded.
Start to fall. At the moment, it's looking like a trade as Tempt is on the top side. But remember, he does not have a teleport.
And no one's really got any of them wave clear things on the side of BBQ.
Damn wave clear things.
Yes. Well, 1 minute 40 still on the Baron timer.
Yep, MVP are going to break open the base in the mid lane. Okay, Solar Flare comes in, but Ghost is going to be able to avoid that. And the seismic shove, and MVP say, well, that's a lot of our buttons that we can't use anymore. Yondu has to be careful. 50% of his health bar now, but Pilot is going to just take up his position and keep harassing out BBQ. Sadism's there for Crazy, but they just let the inhibitor go, given the power of these Baroned up minions. Well, as he's just standing here in the brush, ready to Hero's entrance his way in. Max also wants to do it. As in, he wants that Zenith Blade to land. He wants Max to bait them further forward, but he doesn't actually do so. Hero's entrance basically wasted, and it's a good ult to come down on top of him. Max flashes himself out as Ignar gets a good knock up, and Pilot gets obliterated. They get rid of the entire bottom lane, and now Ian, he's given up on the fight. ADD, he's looking for more. Does have a massive passive in there as Ghost. He could potentially still go down to the passive now. We'll see whether ADD is going to be able to survive any longer as he flashes after. Apprehend doesn't register because he was dead, and BBQ somehow get it's a dangerous position, and Ian has set himself up yet again. Weaver's Wall. Yondu rides it for quite some time and will actually have to flash his way out. That's dangerous as Tempt wants to get his way into this fight. Solar Flare comes down as Crazy is the target. We'll see whether he actually gets locked down as the Talon's destroyed by ADD. It's already the fight that MVP won, and Ghost can't do anything. The double kill to come down, and now MVP just want to win the game. It was a very short teleport, but Ian says, we ain't dealing with no dragon. We're decimating the base.
He knows what he's doing. He's taking up the minions as well. Wants the minions to stay alive so he can take this turret down. 35 seconds on Ghost, 35 on Tempt. This should be it.
Yep, it should be it. Only a couple of tanks here with some ultimates that they can throw down, but yep, apprehensive at best as Trick is just destroyed. The dismantling of the base will now commence as BBQ Olivers, they got closer than we've seen in a very long time this series. However, it wasn't enough against MVP. 6 games tonight, but it's MVP that come out victorious.